You and your team be safe out there. Those who lost their power for a week or longer during the ice storm of 2009 cringe when they hear the words ice storm.
But just know Kentucky Utilities is monitoring the situation. They've been planning for this since that storm back in '09. LEX 18's Michael Burke continues our LEX 18 Storm Tracker team coverage here at noon.
12 years ago, central Kentucky was hammered by an ice storm, not unlike the one that's in our forecast now. But the Kentucky Utilities Power Company is hoping that improvements made and lessons learned since that 2009 storm will help us get through this next round. Of all the weather events you can have, and we get a lot of variety here in the Bluegrass, Kentucky Utilities says nothing is more difficult to manage than an ice storm. We've seen the chaos those can create when we had large-scale ice accumulation back in 2003 and more recently 2009. Power can be lost for days at a time, not to mention what it does to the roads. There's not much you can do to prevent those scenarios, but KU does have a list of things you can do so that things inside your home remain comfortable in the event of an extended power outage. First thing they suggest is making sure all windows are well sealed to keep warm air in and the cold air out. Put together an emergency kit with batteries, flashlights, medication, and other essentials. And stay away from downed power lines and call KU if you do lose power because they will not automatically know where it's happened.
Certainly we have to give each weather event its respect and plan accordingly. But certainly, there are things that we've learned from things like the ice storms within the last decade that have helped to improve our business. We know that we've reduced outage frequency and duration across our system by 20% within the last decade. And that's largely due to a lot of the lessons learned from the ice storm that happened more than a decade ago.
Now, a big part of success or failure here with this storm will come down to vegetation management, as we learned yesterday. It's trimming those trees that are above the power lines. That's why you see those tree trimmers when the weather is nice. They're not just doing it for aesthetics, it's practical as well. We'll see if that comes into play over the next 24 to 48 hours. In Lexington, Michael Burke, LEX 18 News.